Hello children, I am L.K. Tripathi, your SST teacher. Dear children, today we shall discuss about Civics chapter 5. Topic is the judiciary. What is judiciary? What are its functions, powers, and so on. Now let's start this chapter. First of all, we shall observe about judiciary in India. The parliamentary system of government in India has three organs: the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Three main pillars of our parliamentary form of the government through which our country is ruled. The legislature frames the laws and the executive implements them. The judiciary ensures that people adhere to the laws, and if there is a dispute, it is resolved according to the laws of the country. लेजिस्लेचर का काम होता है लॉज को फ्रेम करना, मीन्स टू मेक लॉज. एक्सिक्यूटिव वर्क इज टू इम्प्लीमेंट देम. द लॉज मेड बाय लेजिस्लेटिव और लेजिस्लेचर दैट इज इम्प्लीमेंटेड बाय द एक्सिक्यूटिव. The legislature frames the laws and the executive implements them. The judiciary ensures that people adhere to the laws, and if there is a dispute, it is resolved according to the laws of the country. The judiciary also protects the rights of the people. We have studied that rule of law is one of the basic features of our democracy. The success of the rule of law depends on the independence of the judiciary. Law is not effective until the body which interpret the laws, that is judiciary, is not independent. Means there should not be intervention of the government or executive to influence the or to affect the powers and independence of judiciary. Every person can only be treated equally in the eyes of the law if the custodian of law, that is the judiciary, can take independent decisions according to the laws of the country and is not intimidated or influenced by the other organs of the government. This is very fair. Judiciary is such an institution of the government which works independently. Means there is no dependency of any organ of the government and should not be dependency of any organ. What do we mean by independent judiciary? Let us find out. Independent judiciary का मतलब क्या है, हम इसको देखेंगे. Independent judiciary. Independence of judiciary means that the executive and legislature cannot influence the functioning and the decision of the judiciary. The Constitution has ensured the independence of the judiciary through a number of measures. जो हमारा संविधान है जुडिशियरी को संपूर्ण अधिकार देता है, पूरी स्वतंत्रता देता है कि जो कानून है उसको इंटरप्रेट करे बिना किसी प्रेशर के और बिना किसी पार्शियलिटी के। नंबर 1, व्हाट आर द इंश्योरेंस ऑफ द Constitution for the judiciary. The judges do not belong to any political party. Number 1, a person must be a lawyer to become a judge. She also has to have certain basic qualifications. Her political affiliations are not important for her selections as a judge. There should not be any political affiliation for the person to be a judge of the country. Also should not belong from any political party or hold any official chair in other departments. Also, he must be a lawyer having good experience in the court. The position of a judge is permanent. Once she is appointed, she holds the positions till retirement. She cannot be removed arbitrarily. So a judge is liable to work in a peaceful manner for a long period of time. However, if she misuses his or her power, the parliament can remove him or through a procedure called impeachment. If any judge is found guilty or found in misbehaved activities, she can be removed through the process of impeachment motion. That is, the impeachment motion is brought under the parliament. After that, the judge is removed. If she really found involving in any malpractices or misconduct. The judiciary is not financially dependent on either the executive or the legislature. Neither the legislature nor the executive decides the remuneration of the judges. जजेस को जो भी भत्ता मिलता है, जो भी इनको फाइनेंशियल एड मिलती है, फॉर दिस नो ऑर्गन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट हैज़ टू टेक बॉदर. They do not decide the remuneration of the judges. Networks of court. The judiciary works at different levels. At each level, there is a network of courts. If a person is held guilty by a lower court of the country, after a trial, she has the right to appeal to a higher court. If she feels that she has not got justice, if anybody is not satisfied from the decision of the lower courts, she has the right to go to the higher court to get justice. This way, a case can move from a lower court to the higher court, the Supreme Court. In this way, there is a provision for all the people of the country to go from one court to another court for clear justice. There is a chain of the courts, lower court, high courts, and the ultimate and the Supreme Court of the country is the Supreme Court. That is the highest court, unlike other courts. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution and the highest court of appeal. The jurisdiction, functions, and responsibilities of the Supreme Court are defined by the Constitution. Composition. The head of the Supreme Court is the Chief Justice, who is appointed by the President of India. Another 25 judges work with him. They are also appointed by the President in consultation with the Chief Justice. Qualifications. To become a judge of the Supreme Court, a person needs to have the following qualifications. What are they? She must be a citizen of India. She must have at least 10 years experience as an advocate or 5 years experience as High Court judge. She may have been a member of distinguished juries. Now the tenure. इनका कार्यकाल देखते हैं कितना होता है. The judges of the Supreme Court retire at the age of 65. If they misuse their power, they can be removed by Parliament by a process called impeachment. Their retirement age is 65, but if they are caught in any misconduct or misusing their powers, they can be removed from the Parliament through the same process, that is the impeachment motion. Powers of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has a wide range of functions. Its powers can be broadly categorized as क्या क्या पावर्स हैं इसके. ओरिजिनल ज्यूरिसडिक्शन, अपीलेट ज्यूरिसडिक्शन, एडवाइजरी ज्यूरिसडिक्शन, सुपरवाइजरी ज्यूरिसडिक्शन, कोर्ट ऑफ रिकॉर्ड. These are some major powers of the Supreme Court. Now, what is original jurisdiction? Some cases can only be heard by the Supreme Court. These cases cannot be initiated in any other court. बहुत सारी केसेस ऐसी होती हैं केवल सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ही सुनी जाती हैं, वो और कोर्ट में नहीं जा सकती. द सुप्रीम कोर्ट होल्ड्स ओरिजिनल ज्यूरिसडिक्शन ओवर सच केसेस. सच केसेस डील विद, जिसको हम ओरिजिनल ज्यूरिसडिक्शन कहते हैं. ओरिजिनल ज्यूरिसडिक्शन मीन्स ओनली द सुप्रीम कोर्ट विल बी एंटाइटल्ड टू हियर द केसेस. Disputes between the government of India on one side and one or more states on the other. Disputes between two or more states. Disputes regarding enforcement of the fundamental rights. Cases under public interest litigation, that is the PIL. This is such a case which go to the Supreme Court. इसमें जिसको हम जनहित याचिका कहते हैं, किसी के भी अधिकारों का, उसके राइट्स का, उसके पावर का वायलेशन होता है, तो कोई भी व्यक्ति सुप्रीम कोर्ट में PIL दाखिल कर सकता है, जिस पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट एट वंस जो है हेयरिंग करता है. ये हैं दीज आर सम powers of the judges of Supreme Court. Next point we shall discuss in the next video. Till then, goodbye.